All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Captain's Draft 4.0 North American Qualifiers. We are here with our winner bracket final matchup between Immortals and VGJ.Storm. Game number 3 now underway. We're into the draft. Great game 1 from VG Gaming Storm. Really good stuff going in. A lot of damage dealt. Really good play coming out. They had to deal with a QO Spectre and an MP Gyrocopter, and they did so with the Yuar Luna, one of his favorite heroes. This time around, though, in game 2, they get crushed by QO on the Medusa, the 4EV. Off-lane Treant Protector doing some serious work at the end of the game there. And now we get into this third game. We've got the draft on the left side of your screen. And what's available? Well, right now, IO, Clock, Banned Out, PA, Brewmaster, and the Bloodseeker as well. But into game 3 we go. And Aosin, this should be a fantastic third game here to finish this series off.
Oh, definitely. We're seeing a lot of variety already. And I think one of the more contested heroes might be Omni Knight, in my opinion. I think Omni Knight is really strong right now. Venomaster is still pretty decent, and I have yet to see a Bane. I've been seeing Bane being banned out all the time, but I think teams are finally realizing maybe it's not as bad as we thought it was.
Yeah, I think especially with the changes with 7.07b, not having the Enfeeble talent at level 10, I think they switched it actually, which is very interesting, very good actually, because Bane was really strong. Yeah, they level 10 talent was changed from Enfeeble steals damage to 100 cast range, and then they switched it around essentially, so it's a level 15 talent now. So as a support, not quite as good. As a core, still also not quite as good, but they're going to go for it. VGJ.Storm, this might be picked up as a support instead of going for that straight mid lane Bane that we've seen a few times. I would be surprised to see it mid lane Bane again. I think this is more than likely support. What do you think, Aosin?
I have never seen it yet, so I'm having a hard time figuring it out.
Well, let me tell you. So essentially, you go mid, you get a couple of items. I think it's like Soul Ring or something like that, and then you just like get level 10, and you just do a shit ton of damage with the Enfeeble steals damage. But that's not possible as a core anymore.
Change, right?
Yeah, because it just makes things a lot harder. And
so
Bane's still good support.
It's just like the old Bane as a support.
Yeah, exactly.
For the most part.
Pretty much, okay. Yes. So, I mean, we'll see. But then you also have the Undying Omni Knight on the other team, which is a great start for Immortals. It seems like exactly what they want. And you were right. Omni Knight, obviously, very heavily contested pick. And it's going to be grabbed for this Radiant team.
Some of the other heroes that come to mind right now, I like Jakiro a lot. I think it'll be a great pairing if they manage to snag that with something like Void. But I don't know if I'm too convinced with Void at the moment. I don't know how strong he is as a carry. I think Monkey King might be okay, but the biggest issue right now is the fact that there's no longer a diffusal answer for Omni Knight.
Right.
So if you're gonna go for physical damage, I mean you have to wait it out. What's the other purge now?
Nullifier.
Nullifier. Oh.
Necro 3-2, but Nullifier also does it to dispel. It's a strong dispel. And we've seen Nullifier a couple of times at the minor especially. Earthshaker coming in for VGJ.Storm. Yeah, Omni's a lot harder to deal with now. It makes the hero just way better because there's really just no diffuse available. I mean, maybe Sven now has Stormhammer does dispel.
Dispel, yeah.
But I don't think that's really worth it. I mean, maybe it is. Probably not. Because that would be a pretty... If you could vacuum into Stormhammer, it dispels the GA completely would be hype. But other than that, I mean,
that's not a bad idea. At least you have a setup for it.
Yeah, and then with a Darkseer, it's actually... Maybe they do pick Sven. I don't think they pick it because of the spell. I think they just pick it's a good... Well, maybe not anymore. I don't know how good it is against the sniper. That's... Well, all right then.
I feel like Immortals just need something like a Venomancer to round off their lineup. I think like right now their lineup is just so annoying to walk into. You try to fight into them, it's an Undying, a Sniper, Undying Tombstone, a Sniper Shrapnel. It's just so hard to fight into that. And then if you have a Venomancer on top of that, like there's no point of entry, or no great point of entry for this Earthshaker as well as this Darkseer.
Yeah, this feels miserable for VGJ.Storm to fight into. This is also a lot like last game. Undying Ogre picked again, and then now they have the Omni Knight, which I think is even better than Forev on the Treant Protector, and then of course the Sniper. Sniper actually might be better than the Medusa last game. The Medusa was so hard to deal with, but I don't know. I mean, they need a hero that can get into the back lines now for VGJ.Storm. What is available in that regard? Maybe you could still pick Void and go for Chrono Play.
I think Void is still not bad, but they need some kind of follow-up damage for it. They have to go Void Veno or Void Jakiro, maybe even Void Invoker.
Yeah, I was thinking Invoker as well. There's always that possibility. Well, who knows? We still might see this Bane mid, even with the talent change. I doubt it, but there's still always that possibility. And VGJ.Storm will have 15 seconds left on reserve time to grab whatever cores they want, assuming they are going to grab their cores. They're mid and they're safe laner. Void, maybe Shadow Fiend's available. Sven, like we talked about, Monkey King. It is going to be the Void, so there it is. I would imagine a Jakiro or some Invoker pick to follow this up right afterwards. Maybe even Leshrac, actually. Might be good.
I think your safest bet is either the Venom. I think Venomancer or Invoker. I think because you have a Darkseid already and, you know, 2 supports or 2 potential supports, you need something that can actually lane against the sniper. So Venomancer and Invoker are probably my go-tos here. Oh, they're going to go for Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, that's huge. They want a little bit more late game potential, and the Shadow Fiend's going to provide that. I thought maybe they could have also have done Magnus and done like an offlane mag or something like that, but no, that's not going to be a thing. Shadow Fiend will be picked up instead. We've seen this a couple of times recently, but I don't know. What do you think about the pick, Aos, and how do you feel?
I just don't really like the pick simply because they're up against a sniper Undying Ogre Magi. I think like a sniper +1 is just going to make it so difficult for this Shadow Fiend to have a decent laning phase, and he might just be shut down during that laning phase.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's the Jakiro picked up from Immortals, so they're going to turn it around and grab that hero instead, and that's going to be the Forev Jakiro, the QO Omni Knight, and the sniper played by MP. Yes, it sure is, my friend. The dream is real. We have entered the Twilight Zone.
This is great.
Yeah,
Does Omni Knight still have that ridiculous 100 damage talent? Let me go take a look.
I don't remember. Probably. I would. Yeah, he does actually. I remember seeing it.
Okay, so he gets that at level 15 now.
Yeah.
He gets 90 damage at level 15.
Yep.
And then he gets the 90 GPM at 10 or the 75 purification AoE. I'm pretty sure you take the GPM.
I think you take the GPM too. This hero's good now. I think, again, we talked about the Dispel. It's so hard to deal with. This is going to be a great game, I think, for Immortals. It's going to be a very tough game for VG Gaming J, but there's an absolute. They could absolutely win this. Oh, are we not ticketed or something? Because it's like the standard tag is weird. That should be a war, I think. On the Void.
It's ticketed. I mean, it's showing up on the top left.
I don't know why the name is different for the Void this time around. I don't even know if that's UR or not. It might be somebody else completely. Anyway, it's not important. We'll figure it out when we get into the game. But, I mean, I think I really like Immortals draft, especially after the last game. It's really tough for VGJ.Storm to win this game, especially if Ryoya gets killed like 3 or 4 times. I don't know.
I really like this carry Omni build, or the potential carry Omni build. I think, like, having that extra Dejun aura is really tough to deal with for these cores, and then you just have to deal with an Omni Knight that's going to be doing probably over 200 damage at level 15, and then you have a sniper sitting behind an Omni Knight as well as an Undying. It just feels like they have everything covered except for great pickoff, but aside from that, I mean, they're just probably going to run down lanes together and
do what they did last game,
thing.
essentially. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Fool's Gold. This should still be UR. It is. I don't know why he didn't tag up as UR this time, but whatever. That is going to be UR playing the Void, so they'll have a third game here with this Faceless Void. They'll drop a ward down. They'll spot out Dubu. But that's the only person they see. Now they see QO's bottom too. Think the Radiant might have seen them run in. Did they drop a sentry? No, they dropped a ward right on top of it. Might have been spotted. I don't know. They didn't ping it out, so they might have just gotten away with murder there in terms of getting that ward down in time.
Oh, interesting ward block. They probably didn't expect them there, or expect a ward anyways, because they thought they probably would have kept that camp open for themselves, but it looks like they're going to put Forev bottom solo. I think that's the case here.
Yeah, I think so too. They have a lot of heroes down bottom. They're going to go over and contest. Ryoya might be in trouble. He's going to have to run, but the contention comes on the other side. Sniper is up. Uh-oh. Flea's in trouble. All right, so there's a bounty rune here that's just going to get taken. So it's going to be 3 going for Immortals. I don't know why Snake King didn't go for it, but that's all right.
Oh, Febby's got to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I think so. He's now, like, rich. 200 gold plus boots already picked up. You're in. How unfortunate. Oh, Stan King. It's like, hold on. We need to figure this out. We need to make sure we understand what's going on here. Or there's another issue with the dog. I don't know. One of the two.
Well, a Bane and a Void. I'm going to go ahead and say that this lane is not exactly that strong.
No? You don't think so?
Not at all.
No.
But so I think because of that, the Immortals kind of realized that in order for this off lane of theirs to work out, they have to do the side pull. It's probably why they blocked it immediately.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a smart play. Do they have detection? Do they have a sentry on the Bane? No, he's going to buy one though. He's actually queued up. He might know exactly where that sentry is. But this is really the problem, is mid lane. Ryoya is already going to get decayed. Good Fisher, but do they have any damage? It's just going to harass. This is going to be a tough matchup, I feel like, for Ryoya. I don't know what you do in this. You just get decayed like 3 times, and you get like peeped by the sniper, and all of a sudden you're just dead. And they're just going to deny the creeps. Febi's not even letting him have a single last hit right now. He didn't even get that one. Oh, it's a disaster. This lane is rough.
Yeah, it's just so hard to get last hits against an Undying who does this to you, because he's constantly getting damage for himself, and he's just got 73 base damage. Uh-oh. Trying to go for the Fissure, but I don't even think he's afraid.
I wouldn't be. What can they do? It's not like this is a level 1 where you could just run at somebody like with this Shadow Fiend. He doesn't have raises yet. He doesn't do any damage. A very good start for Immortals, I think, in this mid lane. They have one last hit for the Shadow Fiend. Obviously, this lane gets better when he gets more Necromastery stacks, but that might not happen for a long while. I don't know. Anyway, Stan King is doing a lot of damage in this bottom lane, though. He's brain sapped considerable amounts of damage against Dubu and QO. He's also got a lot of right-click damage because Bane is just really a bully when it comes to this early laning phase.
Maybe I think I might have underestimated the strength of this brain sap.
Dude, it's really good.
I always forget, about the 70 mana cost.
I mean, he also does a lot of damage. He has 63 damage right now. He has every stat even. He has 23 intelligence, strength, and agility. He's got a little bit of everything. So
yeah, decent armor, good movement speed. I think this is the most important thing, is the fact that he has very good movement speed without the need of boots or the help of boots.
I think QO will still be able to get farm down here anyway. I don't think it's that big of a deal. He also has a Quelling Blade too, which makes things even easier. Ryoya in the mid lane getting shrapneled and ignited. Good Fissure block, and I don't think they can chase this anymore. Really good stuff. And Ryoya's going to have to back up. He has no salve. He might need to fair one out. So, we'll see. I mean, no real kills yet. Courier? Oh no, the Courier! Stan King get the auto attack off. There's no way he doesn't get the Stan King so close. He can't get the angle. Are you kidding? He was just out of range. Ryoya now in the mid lane going to get caught and killed. Fairy Fire, maybe not. Fissure saves him. The race comes out. MP. Febi's going to get the kill on Stan King. And Ryoya's going to get the salve off. And the Courier might die, but they will get the kill onto MP. Snaky pausing the game at probably the most inopportune time possible. That's not a good time to pause this game.
I don't think he can kill the Courier. He has no points in take aim.
Oh, he doesn't.
Attack range
I don't know, man. He's pretty close that he might get another auto attack off. Although he might just die. If they had Fissure, it would be great. They have Raze. Mid lane Rage might be enough for Ryoya. Why do they pause? This is the worst time to pause.
Okay, so I think what's going to happen here is MP is just going to die. I don't think the Courier will die.
Okay.
And then Dubu's just going to walk away. That's going to be the end of the exchange, I believe.
Okay. Cute. Light blue's lagging. You mean teal? Yeah, there we go. I needed to make sure. Teal's lagging. I don't think that's actually true. I think QO is just being QO. That's funny. Oh, man, that Bane almost got that Courier. I cannot believe he didn't have enough range for it. That's kind of nuts.
It's so hard to catch that. It's got 380 movement speed. If you're not in range, it's going to get away from you.
By the way, it's 8 seconds before the Courier upgrades, which is pretty funny. Not that it really matters. I think either Courier is going to die or it's not. It shouldn't, like you mentioned. I don't think it should. It's going to be close. He has 134 HP. He's 130. Yeah, he has 134 HP. They have no way of stunning him. One raise isn't going to be enough. They need an auto attack plus a raise, or 2 auto attacks. And 2 auto attacks isn't going to be enough, is it? I don't think. I think he actually might get this Courier. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, I might be wrong.
There's a chance. There's a good chance.
And I'm willing to say that I'm wrong. Oh, Dubu's also we haven't seen Dubu. He's coming from the back lines. Oh, he doesn't have Fire Blast.
No, the thing is, Shadow Fiend he's got a salve going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, once the sniper dies, that's the end of it.
It's void. This is so weird. This shouldn't be a thing, but it is. And we'll see how it turns out. Wait, what does this do? Oh, it sees buyback. That's pretty hype. Oh, I guess it shows who has buyback. Is that what it does? Wait, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure... If you hold Alt, it shows who has buyback on each team.
Oh.
I've never noticed that.
I didn't know that either.
All right, well, don't tell anybody else. This is now my secret trick.
Okay. Everyone else is going to go to the buyback tab, you know.
And like losers. Oh, what are you doing, idiot? Oh, you could just press Alt, dummy. Got him. Dude, we're so smart.
You're so smart. You figured it out.
Yeah, I know. You know, sometimes...
But despite that, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to click on buyback status.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll use it. I'll use it enough for both of us here.
I like the big yes over the golden brackets.
Yeah, dude. It's just like... It's great. Wait, what do you see? Yes? Where? Oh, you mean in the bike status. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There's so many tabs. There's so many tabs to look at. The only ones I really look at are last hits, net worth, sometimes hero levels, buyback status, and that's about it. Maybe current gold occasionally. Those are the only ones I really look at.
I just leave it on fantasy points.
Dude, fantasy. Which one is O? It's O. Everybody's got 0 fantasy points right now, unfortunately.
It should be a year-long thing. Every game they play should have fantasy points.
Yeah. That would be interesting. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but Forev has 419 XP per minute. He is 100 higher than the next closest, which is the Snaking Darkseer. And they're in the same lane, which is kind of crazy. Are they both level 3? How does he have so much higher XPM? I guess it's early in the game, so it doesn't have a big sample size. He has actually like a full level up on Snaking, and Snaking's almost dead. What happened to this lane? This lane's like a disaster. That top lane. Snaking's just getting crushed. Well, CS-wise, it's not that bad. The one problem is that Frev has a lot of denies, and Snaking doesn't have any. But
yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that. I guess it's like when you're up in this matchup, the liquid fire makes your right click so bad for the Darkseer, so you're just relying on the Ion Shell to get you the last hits. It's probably one of the big things about it, and because of that, Jakiro's just going to deny everything.
Yeah, that's fair. Apparently, the restarting of the router is occurring for UR, trying to get back into this game, trying to make sure they can get going here. So, they've had time to discuss what they're going to do against MP. That's obviously the big concern. He has 1 point headshot. He has 2 points of shrapnel. He doesn't have any shrapnels left. He just... they're cooling down as we speak. Bottom lane, they just killed Bane. That was first blood, which is unfortunate because they would have gotten first blood on MP had Bane not died and gone after the curve. But again, he was so close that he had to. But
yeah, he made the commitment to go for the Shadow Fiend, and because of that, now he's just... this is his only option. He's gonna try to kill the courier, but I don't see it happening.
I believe, dude. I believe he could do it.
So I mean, something else to point out is that there's a tower shot coming for him. So
true.
If 747 gets in position, he'll just wait for the tower shot, hit one raise, and I mean that's a huge win for them because he's at 3 souls right now. If he gets the kill, he's gonna get 12 souls, and then he's at 15. He's in a great spot.
Then the game gets a lot easier for him in that mid lane. Whereas before, if they kill him, they essentially shut him down because he can't get back to lane and get souls. They'll just get denied again. All right, guys. Please, I'm begging you. I would really like to watch Dota now. I really want your router to work. Come on now, folks. Well, anyway. We'll take a break for a second. I'm sure. Not that I'm going like AFK or anything like that, but
I'm just curious as to how this chronosphere is going to work out. Because like there's a couple of issues. They don't really have much for chrono like damage. It's okay, but it's not the greatest. The other thing is that I feel like you almost have to catch out the sniper every single time, or the Omni Knight. So like if you catch out the sniper, Omni Knight is going to protect the sniper, and if you don't catch out the sniper, you catch out the Omni Knight, then the sniper is just going to drop shrapnels everywhere and then annihilate your team.
Yeah.
So I think like it's gonna be really tough when it comes to that. They're just gonna have to like they need to grip the Omni Knight and then chrono the sniper. That's what needs to happen.
It's not an impossibility. I think that you're right. It is difficult, but I mean, if they're really just relying solely on the Chronosphere, then yes, it's going to be very hard. Especially at the beginning of the game, he's not going to have like any real initiation potential. The later stages of this game is where things get interesting, because I think this is maybe one of those games where if you get 25, you go for the Chronosphere AoE. I would anyway, just because you need to get the Omni and the Sniper, and it's a lot easier to do that when you have AoE. Backtrack is obviously great, don't get me wrong. 25% backtrack is absolutely amazing. But this game is like, it comes down to the Void in the later stages for sure. There's also, the good news is there's a vacuum available for the Darkseer, so it makes it a little bit easier.
That's a really good point. It's something I kind of overlooked as well. The nice thing about it is that it makes it so that you don't have to commit the chrono so early. You can always do something like vacuum into Fissure, and then from then on you can kind of figure out whether or not you want to commit the Chronosphere, because usually a vacuum into a Fissure is more than enough to have you decide, whether or not the fight is won with or without the chrono.
We'll see if they can't get those abilities off. But for now, we are still paused. They shouldn't have too much pause time left, actually. I think we're going to see some updates here in a moment. Man, that sucks. They were doing pretty well, and all of a sudden this is going to turn into potentially a forfeited game if things don't turn around here in a moment. I don't want to speak too soon, and I don't want to say that, hey, this is going to happen. But at this point, he's not back. Nikki's telling him he's got 2 minutes left. At this point, they need to do something. Otherwise, the unpause is going to come out, and then the game just kind of ends at that point.
So what happens in these situations, from what I've seen, is that every time there's a pause that goes beyond the time, the other team usually
will
offers
pause.
to
pause.
Yeah.
I mean, that might happen. I could see it happening.
All right, we're good.
All right, we're fine. You might have to play with some lag, understandably so.
All right, they said G. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. I say it's not going to die.
I think he's going to die. Oh, it's not going to die. You were right the entire time.
And he gets the souls.
He did get ignited. He needs to be careful. Do they have any regen? He almost died. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't care anymore, man.
He's going to go run home. Just go run home. He just got like 90% of his CS this game he just got from that wave. If only it was First Blood 2. Can you imagine? He would have gotten so much gold for it.
Yeah, he'd be like so happy right now. He'd probably come back with his bottle. Doesn't even care anymore. 18 souls. Not going to lose in CS.
Yeah, this is where things will get easier. It's still, he has some work to be done, especially when Stake Aim gets up and ready to go for the sniper. But as of right now, just run the sniper down, raise him. They'll fish him with Flea. And we'll see how it goes. Get a TP in here in a moment. Yeah, Ryoya coming back mid. 18 souls. Bottom lane, QO and Febby going toe-to-toe. Stan King, rather, trying to help out, but he's able to get out. Ryoya. Dubu needs to back up. I don't care how much armor and regen you have. You don't want to take too much damage from Ryoya. You got him with the Ignite, though. He actually regens so quickly. That's a haste rune. Fisher was available. Flea didn't go for it. All right, now there's a hasted Undying running your lane. Now you have to be careful. Okay, so maybe this is still bad for Ryoya. I don't know.
I mean, it's a huge like bonus for him, right? He was already in a terrible spot, and it just kind of reflects how terrible it was, right? Because that was like the dream scenario for him.
Danky throws up the Nightmare, gets off the auto attacks because of the change to Nightmare, which makes things easier. Fisher coming out, triple raise, Dubu, there it is. They'll find the kill, but can he survive? MP is bloodlusted up, and Chantota misses the stick charge, and he's gonna salve. Ryoya stays alive. Very big kill from VGJ.Storm, making sure Ryoya gets that much more farm. Still needs his bottle. He's got a little ways to go, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Meanwhile, they're going to chase after Stan King, who is way out deep. I don't know what he was doing, but he's going to get killed. They rotate in Dubu and Febby, and QO is able to get the kill. They've got the Fisher wall in the mid lane. Meantime, MP, they have another raise ready. It's the long-range raise. They have no Fisher. They have Enchant Totem. Here comes Dubu, though. Fire Blast. Now this is a problem. Double decay. Flea gonna try for the TP, and he just narrowly does not make it out in time. They really just barely got that kill. Man. A lot of pressure they're putting on this mid lane right now. And the good news is they don't need to rotate top because the Jakiro's already doing well. So these supports could just sit mid and bottom and help out their team. And it's going great.
Yeah, this I think a lot of this game is going, or a lot of this mid game. Oh god, that damage.
Yeah, it was
bottom
nuts.
lane.
Stan King might be dead. Good Nightmare take back. QS Purification in 3. Doesn't have enough damage though in order to get the kill. Okay.
Maybe he should pick up Orb of Venom. Orb of Venom and Dejanara is like the worst time ever. You just feel like you can't move.
Yeah, it seems not great. That would be gross. Wonder what he's gonna go item-wise. Is he gonna go like Radiance or something?
Maybe phase Drum into something else.
Yeah.
You just want like to be really fast and really tanky because I think the whole idea is you might even go like Midas, for example, because the whole idea is you want to get 10 as fast as possible. You get the 90 GPM and then you hit 15 as soon as possible.
Oh, they're gonna kill this poor Dubu Ogre Magi. Good Fisher. Shrapnel coming out, but maybe he gets this kill. It's gonna be close. Ryoya is actually dead, I think.
Oh,
wow, he literally just survived one more time. That's nuts. There's no way that should have happened. Well.
Oh man. I mean, what if this continues to happen? I mean, he's slowly making his recovery.
15 last hits to 34. He's not really stopping MP from farming though, and with Shrapnel, it's just gonna be hard for him to do that. Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get back into the game. He's got good Necromastery stacks. We'll see. They're gonna try to take a tier 1 in the top lane for Ev. They rotated the snaking Darkseer down bottom, realizing that this lane has not been going well. And they're going to move the Void top and try to get him some farm that he desperately needs. We'll see.
This 4Av Jakiro is doing so much right now, though. They just need to bring up all their resources to stop him. But they can't even stop him. This is the sad part.
They almost
have the
got the
Earthshaker and the Bane here.
That is really rough, actually. VGJ.Storm are in a really bad position all of a sudden. Net worth-wise, all 3 of the cores are in the top. Nightmare coming out. Dubu was running in. Time Walk will save the Void for now. He's still ticking down to the Liquid Fire and Ignite, but he should be fine one way or the other. This game all of a sudden feels pretty awful. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, if you look at the net worth, Immortals are leading on all their cores.
Yep.
And then right after that is the other cores. But unfortunately for them, it's Void who's in the 6th place position. You know, he's just not really able to farm up in that off lane. In the early phases when Bane can actually zone him out, it was great. But once they managed to get up some levels, I mean, you just can't outtrade the Purification.
Too strong. It's very good.
So yeah, Kiro's gonna go for the Midas.
Oh, Fisher mid, Enchant Totem. MP should still die here. He's gonna try to turn on Ryoya, almost actually getting the kill. Debbie, Decay comes out. He's got a magic stick. There's gonna be the Tombstone drop. That should be enough to get the kill.
He's not gonna make it this time.
Yeah, Decay comes in. It's still a kill for Ryoya and a trade that will go with Sniper getting dropped, but it's a dominating spree picked up by Febby. So it's actually better for Immortals somehow. That's kind of insane.
I think this is definitely something that Immortals prefers. Like, even if your Sniper dies, as long as you shut down this Shadow Fiend, I mean, there's no one who's going to carry you in the mid game.
No, they have nothing.
Yeah, Void needs a lot to get going, and Shadow Fiend or Darkseer kind of does well, but
they have
not really.
Chrono. This TP, it's so long. He's looking for it. He finds it onto 2. Can he get the Sniper? They're going to look for Febby instead, who's very tanky. Razes will get the kill. Nightmare coming in from Stan King. Now they've got to back up, though. Fisher. There's the Shrapnel also dropped him. Ryoya should die again. There's the Purification. The damage is severe. Stan King's going to get assassinated. That'll be a kill. Can they get Snake King? He's going to surge himself away. They might not get him, but they're going to get the tier 1 tower instead. And that's Chrono down, and 2 kills going the opposite direction. And VGJ.Storm are about to lose a lot more than just this tier 1 tower, I feel like. They might even lose the tier 2. I don't even know if you can fight into this without Chrono. I don't think you can.
No, I don't think so either. You don't have an Echo Slam, you don't have a Chronosphere, there's no Requiem of Souls, there's just nothing to turn a fight around for you right now, especially against an Omni Knight.
They could just stay mid, I feel like, if they had all of their heroes here. They might not. They might just back up. There's no reason not to. There's no reason to get greedy if you're Immortals. You have such a lead already. Snaking is taking so much damage. Oh my god. Wow. And this Omni is farmed. He's a Midas now too. This game is really... It feels pretty rough for VGJ.Storm, is what I'll say.
They're trying to bait him right now. QO is going to get slept.
Nightmare coming in. Fisher. Double raise. Triple raise. Nice. They have to rotate 4 heroes to get the kill, but they do get it. And it's Ryoya that does the job. So, alright, I mean, nice pickup. That's the top net worth hero, one of the top net worth heroes getting dropped. So, it's a good start.
I feel like if they can't take this bottom tower, though, it's not exactly worth it. We'll just have to see if they're able to make this push happen and see how Immortals reply to this bottom push.
There's a siege creep. Is there an offensive glyph? They could offensive glyph. I'm not sure if they need to. Well, they're going to have to back up now. Omni's back in. Yeah, that push didn't happen at all, and QO just blows away the siege creep. So much for that.
No. Jakiro's going to show himself now. He does have a Yule Scepter, so they have some catch. He's trying to aggressively... Oh, is he going to get it? He's going to get it. Oh, God.
Ice Path. Ryoya. I don't know. Do they need more damage? Purification. That should be enough now with the ticking down of the Liquid Fire. Although the Fisher might keep him alive, actually. Liquid Fire will go again, and he's just... Oh, the Chronosphere comes out. Raise once, twice. Does he have a triple? He does. He's going to be enough to Purification. GA's pop. There's the Echo Slam. They'll take Ryoya down. And even with that Chronosphere, they're still going to lose Ryoya, and they might lose more, too. Fisher comes out. No, QO's in trouble. Purification, he gets it off in time. He's got Repel as well, but he's going to get caught and killed. Finally, they turn it around. Dubu a little bit far in. So is Jakiro, but Sand King is on level 5. Brain Sap now, no mana for it, and he is going to get dropped. So they'll lose Ryoya and Sand King. Fisher almost hitting Dubu. Tower. Tower. Oh, it's hitting the creeps. Dubu is lucky to survive, but he will. Meanwhile, top lane almost getting caught by the courier. Febby can't bring it down. Might be able to get Snaking. Decay coming in. Surge himself away. He's fine. Febby's pretty sad about that, I'm sure.
While you were watching that fight at the bottom lane, I was actually watching him 1v1 the Darkseer for the longest time.
Yeah.
They were fighting for the entire duration of the Tombstone. And it was just Febby kind of just running around, dodging for as long as possible, just really, really pushing it to the limits. It was really funny to see.
Yep, and the Darkseer survives, so that's good news for him, but still, I mean, like, they're so far behind. They're now 5k behind at 13 minutes in. And UR is like, the only way we're getting back into this game is if I get Battle Fury, all right? And then I don't know how you win fights. You can't really. Ice Path.
Uh-oh.
Liquid Fire Ignite, slow down. QO's gonna... Honestly, you're QO. You could just dive this. Fisher comes in, vacuum. Purification, easy kill. Snaking will be next. Wow, great Yule Scepter as the Surge comes out. Beautifully done. This should be 2. And Snaking will fall in short order. They'll take another tower, but maybe not. Fiend's Grip coming in onto MP. Double raise, Nightmare coming out, and he's fine. And Sand King now is going to get traded instead. So they just didn't have the damage. They get a double kill for Forev. He TPs from bottom to mid. And just like that, they're going to take the tower with QO. Maybe they take it, I don't know. They might be able to TP in and defend this. But, I mean, Immortals, they're getting everything they want. Everything and more, essentially.
This Jakiro is just kind of showing his strength right now. They just don't have a way to stop him. He's just got so much. They don't have an answer for this early Yule setup that he's got going on for him. And if they try to save whoever gets caught out, I mean, you're fighting into a Tombstone as well as an Omni Knight. It's just really difficult. And this mid lane, uh-oh.
Chrono onto 2.
This is a really good fight for them.
They've got the wall drop, Brain Sap. They just didn't have any damage, it felt like. I think the Void got stuck or something. Fisher came in. Bebby now going to get chased down. Wall's already been dropped. Ice Path will come in. They really want 4F. Staking's trying to fight him. Echo Slam. Oh, great Yule Scepter coming out from 4F. Beautifully done. He saw the Echo Slam from a mile away. And Snake King now, he'll have to run the Assassinate. He's about to be pipped. Boom. Oh, he survives. Only for a second longer. Dubu. The Ignite will tick him down. On the other side, Dubu is fighting up against this Void. Febby's popped the Flesh Golem. They have to run away. They've got the Assassinate. Requiem about to come in. That'll be Ryoya getting it off. A lot of damage. They want 4F, but he's so tanky at this point. They need a Fisher. Too little, too late. They get the Soul Rip off in time. And now the sleep onto the Ogre Magi kept in place for a moment longer. MP now backing up. Assassinate is back up and ready to go. The fight is over. Immortals have won. And they continue to just get further and further ahead. Man, I don't know.
This is just the issue. Not only are they behind by 7,000, there's just no great spells to commit to the Chronosphere. You know, he hits a great Chrono on the Jakiro, and the next thing that happens is pretty much non-existent. There's just no follow-up.
Feels like if they had a sniper in this situation instead of the Shadow Fiend, it would have just been way better or something, or anything other than the Shadow Fiend. I don't think it's done much, to be honest. I mean,
the Shadow Fiend can do it. It's just that he had such a hard time to, or in the early game.
Yeah. Getting dominated by that sniper, and Doobu on the Ogre Magi really did a lot of work for them in that beginning of the game. We're still 16 minutes in. The game's not over, but with 7K now with disadvantage is rough. Fisher will come out. Do they have the Fiend's grip? They do. He's going to be repelled, though, and that means a lot of this damage is gone. Still, he should get dropped. Maybe not Purification and Totem. He doesn't get off the GA in time. If he had done that, maybe he survives. They'll also find Febby elsewhere. I believe that was over here, like at this tree. So 2 quick kills. Really good stuff for VGJ.Storm. But again, in the meantime, they still lose something, and that's the tier 2 tower mid.
All right, it's a start. Still 7,000 gold. Uh-oh. 747 in a bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, Ice Path Macropyre.
Not a single person.
He's got Wand, won't save him. Gorev, 8% spell amplification at his level 10 talent. Doesn't even have Veil, is doing so much damage. He's going to have a 4-staff next. He is crushing it, to say the least. Actually, he's going to go Atos, it looks like. You can't decide, I don't think. He had a Bracer, and then he's like,
He has everything queued up right now. He's got the 4-staff and the Atos.
Yeah. So he'll go both of those items, but the Blink is done for the Earthshaker, so that's not bad. They need a Blink Echo. They absolutely have to have it. Snake King's going to run into the entire enemy team and probably die.
That's a great time for it. They can get them together, but Snake King's dead already.
Yeah, it's too little too late. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
He's thinking about chronoing. And Ryoya might get jumped on. There's the chrono onto 2. Where's the follow-up, though? Ice Path, that makes it so much harder. Fisher comes out. He's going to walk in and Echo instead. They'll get Febby, but already Ryoya is about to get dropped. Shrapnel coming in. Think they have Assassinate. He'll take down to the Shrapnel one way or the other. Ogre Magi's low, but the kiting, the headshot procs, the slow, it's just too much. And UR will get dropped. Stand King will be next. Double kill for Frev. Mega kill spree now is next. 4 dead on the VGJ.Storm side. They just get further and further behind. They're going to lose a tier 2. Perhaps the tier 3, although Frev is really low. I don't think they commit too much more to this. They have Purification. They'll probably just keep using that, actually. And
looks like you were right about Kyo's Carry Omni-Knight build. Almost got that Radiance.
Yeah. And he doesn't even need it this game, which is the scary thing. Can you imagine having a Radiance on you chrono the Omni-Knight, and what are you supposed to do at that point? He just missed like a million times. This game's a disaster, Aosin. That's all I can say. Game 1 was a great game for VGJ.Storm. Game 2, they had a good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. They just couldn't quite get there in time. And Game 3 is one of the most one-sided games I've seen in this tournament so far.
So far. I mean, it's not completely out of the question that they can make a comeback. You know, you do have the kings of comeback when it comes to hero composition by having that big vacuum. Maybe you'll see a big vacuum Echo Fissure combo, but I mean, I definitely agree with you right now. It's looking really bad for them.
Yep. You're right about the comeback potential. It exists. It's just not going to be an easy one. They'll try to go for Frev. Yule Scepter comes out from Ryoya. Raises. Fiend's Grip. All right. They'll finally get the kill on Frev. I think he hasn't died yet. That'll be the mega kill spree going to Ryoya. So that's huge. And now they're going to take the tier 1 potentially. Nicely done. Maybe. I'm thinking about it.
Shadowblade is finished on the Void as well. Gonna have some potential solo pick-off.
Yules came out at the same time as the Fisher and Chant Totem. Very big kill. The Vacuum also. And that's 2 quick kills on 2 big heroes going the way of VGJ.Storm. And he will pick up his Radiance. There's the Shadowblade like you talked about. The Void is Chrono, but nah, he's a little low HP. I don't think he wants to use it yet.
All right. I mean, it's a start. These are, like you said, very big kills. See what they can get out of it. Just by picking up these 2 kills, they managed to close the gap by about 2,000 gold. That's how behind they are.
The Yule Scepter pickup from Ryoya starting things off. Flea has a Blink Echo Slam back up and ready. Lots of wards to be placed down. They're just going to head into Roche. This thing's pretty much dead. There's no way they get there in time. I'm sure of it. This is Roche going the way of Immortals. And that's just the first Roche of the game at 20 minutes in, which is Aegis. Alright. They'll try to take tier 2 bottom. They'll TP probably to defend this, I would assume. They're walking mid for now. They're smoked up, actually. Snake King needs to be careful. He doesn't have any real mana. He might be dead. Nightmare on the other side. Sand King, he needs to TP out. He might make it away. Fire Blast just in time for Dubu. But he's going to be the only one that dies, I think. Yeah, that's not that bad. They get the Void, getting the tier 1 tower mid. They almost get the tier 2 tower bottom. Snake King continues to farm. They rotate up top and get that farm for Ryoya. All right. I mean, that could have been way worse there. In fact, they got a lot of gold in this last like minute or something.
Yeah, I think that was perfectly fine for them. I mean, it was a big commitment from the Immortal side, and all they find is a Bane. But we'll have to see where they go with this Aegis. Oh, Forever, he's gonna catch someone here.
Snake King, Yule, Scepter, Ice Path will come next. Fisher comes out too little, too late. He's in trouble. Assassinate Macropyre. He might actually make it out of this alive. And yep, Snake King's fine. Nicely done. All right. Well, again, more space created. Well, maybe not. They're gonna lose a tier 2 tower for it. Although they don't actually. Okay, the creep wave is here. Okay, good. Yeah.
I think they might just go on high ground. I mean, why stop here? They have everything they need for this high ground push.
Yeah, I agree. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Chrono is up. That's really the only thing you can rely on here. And I don't know if you're going to be able to get it done for VGJ.Storm. They'll drop the Tombstone, the Mask of Madness from MP, the Bloodlust on top of that. Nightmare will be up. Ice Path will miss. Tier 3 in trouble. Ryoya not TPing back yet. He's still in the top lane, just trying to make some space here. They cannot afford to lose Rax. They want this Tombstone. It can get Sorp. There's going to be a big Chrono coming out, but where's the follow-up? Fiend's Grip, that'll be up onto QO, and he's going to get dropped. The wall will be dropped as well. Assassinate coming in. That'll be onto UR, but he's going to survive for now. Febby getting chased down. Tier 3 tower's still going to get dropped. Ryoya blinks in. Stand King's low. Nightmare's up onto MP. He'll get dropped down. Looking for Rev instead. He's going to get it forced away. MP still has Aegis, mind you. It's a 2-for-1 trade. The Tier 3 tower in Deny Rage and very low. They might just go again.
I think they want to just go in and get that.
He is running. Snake King is just up on the enemy high ground. I don't know what he's doing. Echo Slam. There we go. Enchant Totem. They need more damage. That's the Aegis gone. Now they need Dubu. They're going to chase him down. They have the time dilation up to Shadowblade and Mask of Madness. They need to find the sniper, and they will. Forev, he needs to get out of here. He's going to force himself in. He's got a TP scroll in his backpack. Enchant Totem coming out. Now Ryoya jumps back in. Forev will get dropped down. 4 dead. What a fight from VGJ.Storm. They will lose the poor Earthshaker, but that is a fantastic turnaround and a gem. Oh, no, it's in base. Never mind. Okay. Well, still, really good stuff from VGJ.Storm. That is a lot of gold, and you're going to see it here in the graph here in just a moment.
That was not the team fight that Immortals was looking for. I think they were a little too cocky in their ability to take the high ground. I think they definitely underestimated the amount of damage that could be put out throughout that Chronosphere, especially since you're behind the Tier 3 tower. And losing QO before the fight even starts really hurts their team fight.
Yeah, that is the Chrono into, and this is what we talked about during the draft, or like after the draft, right? Like you have to Chrono the Omni and the Sniper. You have to Fiend's Grip the Omni Knight, and he's taking steps though to prepare himself for that to happen again. Aeon Disc is probably the perfect item in this regard, just to make sure you can stay alive. I think it's really good.
Oh, this is the first time I've seen it picked up, and I mean, I really like the item too. It's really good for heroes that absolutely need to stay alive to get off their abilities.
I think he's the best hero for it because he doesn't need to be doing damage when the Aeon Disc pops. Also, it gives you a strong dispel, which is really good. Fabby might just be dead, by the way. Yeah, see ya. All right, another big pick. QO smoked up will find some illusions, but the rest of the heroes moving into mid. BKB now done for Ryoya. The Ogre Frost Mage sitting behind them. They're going to run in Ice Path. Ryoya will dodge it swiftly, sidestepping. Atos comes in, but he'll Yules himself. Stand King's in trouble. He's dead.
Oh, that damage.
Looking for any target. Forev, something. Fisher misses.
Right next to the shrine, though.
This is really bad. Great ice path onto 3. That was huge. A lot of damage being done. MP just doing some taking damage. Staking now. Gonna get assassinated. Won't bring him down. Not yet. Forev getting bashed up. There's the vacuum wall coming in. The Chronosphere. But MP is outside of it. Requiem comes out. That's the Death Requiem. They'll turn onto MP. He's gonna get bashed up. Do they have the damage? Mask of Madness. Can you get it done? He can. It's a double kill. Gem was on the deck. I believe Forev got it back. Echo Slam. He doesn't have much mana left. He's got the Purification. He gets it off, and that'll do enough to turn it around and flee. He can't do this on his own. Oh, one more auto attack, but can't get there. QO will find himself a double kill. And that was looking amazing at the beginning for VGJ.Storm, but they lose too much at the end of it just to get that sniper. In fact, 1,200 gold going the way of Immortals with that fight alone.
What an insane team fight from Immortals. They did that without the Undying to begin with, too. They just felt like they were stronger and in a better position. I think a big part of that was the fact that they were able to just isolate that Bane and pick him off before the fight even started.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, if you can't grip or sleep people, it's really hard to take these team fights, considering how little synergy they have already.
I will say, though, without the Bane, they still did a pretty good job of it. I mean, with him, that fight probably goes 100 different directions, and not one of them being bad for VG.Storm, so... They did get the gem back for Mortals. I thought they would have lost it.
Lane.
They're going to have an Atos on a Snake King, and they have Fire Blast, Macropyre. He's pretty tanky, but tanky enough to survive.
So
Assassinate, Vacuum, he's donezo. Maybe? Eul Scepter. Wow. They have so much control, they literally just can't get him out of here alive.
But the rest of the team's coming
They're going to try to fight this. They're going to find Febby. Requiem's going to come in. It'll hit, but Febby's going to get purified immediately. They have the repel. Ryoya's in trouble. He is actually just going to get destroyed. The souls aren't there. One more auto attack will do the job. Ice Path now will find Stand King. I don't know why you fight that. I don't know about that.
I definitely agree with you there, especially since he only had 24 souls. There's no way you fight with 24 souls.
He's dead for 50 seconds, and they have no HP on the tier 3 tower. Like, they have Glyph, but that's not going to do it. I think they're going to lose Rax here.
Well, Ymor trying his best to buy some time. Gonna cut the creep wave, take a tier 2. But
and here it is.
It's a little too late.
Well, Glyph will come out. Rax is already still down. I don't think they can get 2 sets. I think they only get 1, and they back up probably. Maybe. Dubu's thinking about moving over. They will find the Radiant Courier on the other side. VG.Storm still. They'll try to hold on here. Even with 1 set of Rax down, this game's not over. 2 sets of Rax is where it gets difficult. They need to find a Chronosphere or something.
It's just so hard.
They've seen the Void. They have the Chrono up now. The Assassinate coming in. The Ice Path will hit, and he just needs to use it to get out. No Chronosphere now. And that might be the beginning of the end as QO is running down Stand King, repelled up. And he just does work. Febby's in a little bit too deep. The mech will save him for now. And here comes the Macropyre. So much damage being dealt. We'll push them back. They pop the... At least they popped the Pipe of Insight. QO now pops the GA. Buyback coming in from Flea on the Earthshaker as his Echo Slam still at the ready. Good Sorp to keep QO fighting. Fit for now. And Staking is just getting destroyed. Locked down. Nothing they can do. GG is called. And Immortals will move on to the Grand Finals here in the NA Qualifiers for Captain's Draft 4.0.
All right. That was great. I got to see the first Aeon disc. Got to see a carry Omni Knight. I mean, this carry Omni Knight, once he finally got the levels and the items he needed, you can see just how much he's doing. Like, he doesn't care what they're throwing at him. He's just walking at them, and there's not a damn thing they can do, especially since Chronosphere was committed for nothing.
Yeah, I mean...